went away from us so too quickly. We have so many things on our minds that we wanted to do. We have so many dreams that we want to fulfill. In fact, there are so many moments that we felt like we have missed. Moments and opportunities that came our way and we looked away. Events and people we met that we did not pay attention to, we wish we would have. Lots of our times have been wasted. Many of our days are gone, and nothing can be taken back. Just like this month. You have a couple of days left. It's either Saturday or Sunday. And it's all over. And for the majority of us, we feel like we just want to start all over again. But we can't. From my heart, I would say, from deep from my heart, I would say, how saddened I am that we miss so much opportunities. When success is about not missing, when success is about taking the advantage of the few chances you have in life, when success is about seizing the moment and not letting it escape. When the success is about its own act our opportunity. And not wait just for it to come by, even though it comes by. But we need to go for it. When the whole deed is about how quickly you get to move forward and to get to Jannah. As Allah Ta'ala has said, وَسَارِعُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَجَنَّةٍ أَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضُ أُعِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. He said, وَسَارِعُوا. Hey, compete, go quickly. Go quickly. Don't drag your feet. Don't walk slowly. You need to go as quick as possible to Jannah. Even though your age is time, but you still need to go quick. Everything is about being the first, being the pioneer of something, taking the advantage of a moment that comes your way. Like the hadith says, if people knew what's in the front row in the adhan, they would have fought for it. And another riwayah, they would have picked names for it. Who would stand in the front row? Not like that. You favor somebody and say, brother, you can come to the first row, I'll go to the second row. There's no room for that. Everything is about who comes first when it comes to thee. Who snatches the opportunity before it slips away. Allah Ta'ala says about the Sahaba themselves, لا يستوي منكم من أنفق من قبل الفتح وقاتل أولئك أعظم درجة من الذين أنفقوا من بعد وقاتل. He said it is not the same. It is not the same. Those who donated and struggled in the path of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala before the conquering of Mecca and those who came after. They're not the same. Yes, you're rewarded for doing good. But in second place or third place, there's nothing like the first. There's nothing like the relishing of, I was there when it happened. I saw it. I was part of it. I was witness to it. I did not stand back. I did not come and say, how did all of this happen? Can I be part of it? Even though you're blessed to be part of it, but it's always the best. Listen to this hadith. Y'all are listening? In a texting way. Y'all are listening? Listen to this. The Rasul stood among the Sahaba one day and he said, there are 70,000 that will enter Jannah without judgment, without questioning whatsoever. 70,000 يدخلون الجنة بغير حساب. So the Sahaba, like the majority of us right now, came to our mind, I wonder who they are. I wonder what's the criteria of them. They must be our children because they never committed shirk. No. It's the early people that embraced Islam because they were the starting point. They were the pioneers. They debated over who the 70 are and their criteria. One of the Sahaba, look into this, seizing the moment. One of the Sahaba stood up. He didn't care the criteria. He didn't care who they are. He cared about himself. He cared about himself. And he wanted to see the moment. He said, Ya Rasulullah, make dua that I am one of them. He said, you are one of them. So another Sahabi figured, I'll take the opportunity too. He said, Ya Rasulullah, make dua for me too, that I give you one of them. He said, Sabaqaka biha Ukasha. You were beaten by Ukasha today. Too bad. Sorry. Why do you think Abu Bakr is so special and unique? And his faith surpasses everyone else. He was the first one. He never hesitated. He never sat back to think. Islam came in and said, right away. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Khadija radiallahu anha, when the Rasul himself doubted himself and thought that he's going insane, she said, no, Ya Rasulullah, Allah Ta'ala will not deceive you. She believed in him before he even believed in himself. Subhanallah. Thinking that's why she deserves salam from Allah Ta'ala coming down to her. Jibreel coming to the Rasul and saying, tell Khadija that Allah gives her his salam. Ali ibn Abi Talib was the first of the children to embrace Islam and the first to put himself in harm's way for the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Everything that comes first is special and unique. That's one side of it. The second side of it is that as we're going towards the end also, there's a special moment at the end. That special moment is that you try as you depart to make the best remembrance of whatever you were in, the best of it at the end. Because that's what people remember. That's what history remembers. How you left as they understood and remember how you entered. Between the beginning and the end, it's a forgotten moments, right? So you want to remember how you started, and you definitely want to end with the start of a strong note. Al-Umuru bil-Khawatim. Like the Rasul said, things are with their conclusions. And Ramadan is coming to an end. And our Imam in Isha recited. And he said, وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةِ. So you can finish the days, the counted days. وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Then he said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. Hey, once you finish all the days, hopefully we're about to finish them, inshallah, and that we live long enough to finish, then let my servants know that I am near. He's closer at the end as he is close at the beginning. So tonight is about seizing the moment. Relishing this moment that it's not going to go away from us, inshallah. Also tonight is about finishing strong. So history can remember this, and if not meant, then it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without that. So who wants to relish the moment and seize it and own it? It becomes his. And not pause or think twice, but owning it by saying, I want to donate for this masjid. I want to take care of the masjid. I want the services of this masjid to continue. I want the classes for Dr. Shadi to continue. I want the electricity to shine. I want the heating to be warm. I want the doors to be open. I want the beauty of this place that last year was not here, now it is, to be continued. And I want to be part of that. I want to see Yawm al-Qiyamah. When my name is called, this message is called with it. I want to see when my rewards on the scale are visited and witnessed. Within it also, I was part of building a masjid and sustaining and maintaining the masjid. I want to make history. You came tonight and brought an official to say hello to you, even though this official does not believe in what you believe. But your unity in your stand, in your strength, in your faith, brings everyone here. And it can only get better. But it can only get better by seizing the moment. Who wants to seize the moment with $10,000, inshallah? Who's the first person that owns tonight, inshallah? There it is over there. Take me in. أسأل الله تعالى أن يبارك لك في أموالك وفي أولادك إن شاء الله وأن يجعل الله تعالى يوم القيامة خير لك من هذا اليوم إن شاء الله. قولوا آمين. آمين. Who's the second, inshallah, that wants to see the moment tonight, inshallah? I love it how quickly he raised his hand because he wanted to see the moment. You are Okasha of tonight, inshallah. Who's the second one, inshallah? Who's the second that wants to raise his hand, inshallah? We make dua for you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your fasting of this month of Ramadan. And people will say, Ameen. Somebody is sincere tonight, inshallah. And their dua will be accepted, or the dua will be accepted because of their ameen. Who wants to guarantee, inshallah ta'ala, his passing of this month, inshallah, with another $10,000? Can we have one more, inshallah? There. Is that a raise of hand over there? Takbir! Allahumma ya Sami'u ya Mujib taqabbal minhu siyamahu wa salatahu wa sadaqatihi. Qulu ameen. Qulu ameen. Can I have the third, inshallah? The third we make dua, inshallah, that your sadaqat will make your scale heavy yawm al-qiyamah. And your sadaqat will be the burhan of your faith. Because in the Quran al-Kareem, and in the hadith, Rasul said, وَالصَّدَقَةُ بُرْهَانٌ. And in the Quran al-Kareem, there is over there, takbir. Allahumma kama tabarra'a fi hadhihi al-laylati wa tasaddaq, fa'akhlis sidqahu ya Rabb al-alamin. وَأَتَقَبَّلْ مِنْهُ تَصْدِيقَهُ يا كريم. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. أسأل الله تعالى أن ييسر حياته لما يرضيه ويتقبله إنه كان سميع مجيب. Allah Ta'ala put the sadaqah in the belief within one sentence in the Quran al-Kareem. He said, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى, those who give, وَاتَّقَى, and had taqwa, وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى, and they believe. And the Rasul said, sadaqah is the proof of faith. And he combined also holding back with this belief. He said, وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى. Subhanallah. Who's the fourth, inshallah? We make dua for you, inshallah. Who's the fourth? Bidnillah. Can we have number 4, inshallah? We make dua that Allah Ta'ala protects your family, all of them, your wife and children. And as He flourished the deen in your home in this Ramadan with iftar and suhoor, may the whole year, inshallah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, is heard, hearing in your house the voices of the Quran al-Kareem, inshallah. Who's the fourth, inshallah? Barakallah fikum. We need to get 5, inshallah. Who's number 4, inshallah? We need 2 more. If you give me number 4, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, someone is going to say number 5. يا حي يا قيوم يا بديع السماوات والأرض يا من فوق عرشه تقبل منا هذه الليلة يا كريم. Say Ameen. Say Ameen يا رب. I said, oh Allah, who is above His throne, accept tonight from us, inshallah. Who's number 4, inshallah? We make dua for you and your family, inshallah, that your son becomes a hafiz of the Quran al-Kareem, inshallah. That your son becomes a hafiz of the Quran. Can you imagine if your son becomes a hafiz, Yawm al-Qiyamah, you come in and on your head a crown. A crown, not a frown. Sometimes our children result in our frowns and fear. But this one, inshallah, is a hafiz, and you come with a crown. C-R-O-W-N, inshallah. So who's number 4, inshallah? To have his child, inshallah, and children hafaz the Quran al-Kareem. Can I have number 4, inshallah? Barakallah fiik. Can I have number 4? For this dua, what would you pay to have a tutor to teach your child Quran? This is a dua that someone's going to say Ameen and Allah accepts in this beautiful night of Khatm al-Quran al-Kareem. When we finish reciting the Quran al-Kareem as Jibreel finished it for the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam during the month of Ramadan. Who's number 4, inshallah? Can I have number 4? Barakallah fiikum, inshallah. Allahumma yassir ya Rabbal Alameen. Qulu Ameen. Allahumma shrah sudurana. Qulu Ameen. Say Ameen. Oh Allah, purify our souls and open our hearts to this night, inshallah. Ameen, ameen. Who's number 4, inshallah? Going once? Going twice? Okay, inshallah, no problem. I feel like 4 or 5 will come, bi'idhnillah. And I have the first $5,000, inshallah. Who's the first $5,000, inshallah? We make dua, bi'idhnillah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows you to stand in Arafat and come back like the day you were born. And you stand in Medina, and you give salam to the Rasul sallallahu right there in front of him, and he replies back to you, alaykum salam. Who's not the first one with $5,000, inshallah? We make this dua for him, inshallah. Can I have the first 5,000? Barakallah fiikum, inshallah. Seize the moment. Don't let it pass by. You might never know if you have another opportunity to give a penny of sadaqah. And you know, whatever you give, you're giving it for yourself. Nothing's taken away from you. Let me tell you something. Wallahi. Thumma wallahi. Thumma Allah. And I am not breaking my oath right here. Whatever you give, it will not decrease your wealth. Let me repeat. Wallah. Whatever you give, if you're giving it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it will not decrease your wealth. So if you have a a total of $100,000 in your possession, it'll still stay $100,000. It will not become $95,000. Because Allah will reimburse it. Because the Rasul said, مَا نَقَصَ مَالٌ مِنْ صَدَقَةٍ. No wealth whatsoever will decrease because of sadaqah. So who wants to give $5,000 for himself, inshallah? Can I have one, inshallah? Barakallahu feekum. We need at least one, inshallah. Just one. That raised his hand and said, here I am, inshallah. In this beautiful evening of Ramadan. Ramadan that hopefully you'll see many to come, inshallah. Say Ameen. There it is over there. MashaAllah. Takbir. Takbir. Allahumma hafid awladahu al-Quran. Oh Allah, make his children become hafiz of the Quran al-Kareem. Say Ameen. Oh Allah, protect his family. Unite them in Jannah. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَاتَّبَعَتْهُمْ ذُرِّيَّتُهُمْ بِإِيمَانٍ أَلْحَقْنَا بِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُم. Oh Allah, let him and his family enter Jannah together, inshallah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who's the second, inshallah? Who's the second? Who's the second to have almost 500 or 600 people to make a dua for you? How many times you can get that opportunity? You come to Sheikh Shibli and say, Sheikh, make some dua. Everybody is here, including Sheikh Shibli, to make the dua for you, inshallah. Who's number two, inshallah? Who's the second one that says $5,000, inshallah, I want to give for this message? By the way, there is 5,000, but it's conditioned to a match. So if you give me 5,000, someone else has said they will match it, it's like you gave 10,000. It's like you gave 10,000. So who wants to give 10,000 in an amount of 5,000? Who's that second person, inshallah? Barakallahu feekum, inshallah. Look at that, you're getting for every dollar two. And then it's multiplied in these beautiful nights. And by the way, Ramadan is not done yet. You never know, maybe this night is Laylatul Qadr. We can never know. Because the nights of the odd nights of the end of Ramadan, all of them are a possibility of Laylatul Qadr. It's not just the night of the 27th. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have accepted last night for you and the night before, inshallah. Who's the second one, inshallah? There it is over there. Takbir. Allahumma Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum Ya Ghafur Ya Afu. Purify his soul and protect his family for him, and have the Quran guide them through their life. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Who's the third one, inshallah? We have that match with him, so it's like he donated 10,000. Alhamdulillah. Who's the second one? I have a match for the second one too. I have actually three of them. They said they will match if anyone is to raise their hand. So who's the third one? There he is over there. Takbir. Takbir. Allahumma nawwir lahu tariqahu. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Allahumma nawwir lahu tariqahu bil iman. Muhabbib ilayhi al-iman. Wa kabir ilayhi al-kufra wal-fusuqa wal-isyan. Oh Allah, shine his way with faith. And have his heart reject any kufr or any sins. Innahu Samiyun Mujib. Who's the third and fourth one, inshallah? We need another 4,000 because we have a match, 5,000 because we have a match, inshallah. If you give it to me, I make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enlightens your way when you're crossing the bridge. Yawm al-Qiyamah, there's the bridge is thinner than a hair, sharper than a sword. And you have to cross it. And you can't cross it in darkness, you have to have light. And the only source of light is your good deeds. No other light is presented there. People sometimes ask another one that has a light, they say, Muruna Abtalis Nurikum, wait, so we can get some of your light. They say, Go back to the dunya and look for your nur over there, for your light over there. You want to take your nur with you tonight, inshallah. So can I have number 4, inshallah? Who's number 4? $5,000, inshallah. Number 4 to be matched. So it's like 10,000. Can I have number 4? That we make dua that Allah Ta'ala allows you to have that light when you're crossing the bridge, which we all have to cross. And if you fall, if a person falls there, the only thing below it is hell. أسأل الله تعالى أن يقينا من جهنم إنه سميع مجيب. Who's the fourth one, inshallah? We need number 4. Barakallahu feekum. We need number 4. MashaAllah, I have a child raising his hand over there. I need the adults to raise their hands, inshallah. Can I have number 4? Number 4, inshallah. We're coming towards the end of Ramadan. This is part of what you need to do. The month of Ramadan is about generosity, it's about giving. Aisha used to say about the Rasul that he was always generous. But his generosity during the month of Ramadan is more than the wind that carries the cloud that brings the rain. Can you imagine that? That type of generosity. So who wants to mimic the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his generosity? Who's number 4, inshallah? Let us get number 4. Barakallahu feekum, inshallah. Don't let the voices in your head take over. You have to move forward. You cannot doubt yourself. This deen is not about doubting. It's about I believe. Listen to this. This is hadith. One of the Sahaba during the battle of Uhud, he heard the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, whoever marches with the enemy without retreat will enter Jannah.
Can I use the same card for this?
We're not marching anywhere, but this is the hadith. Let me repeat. Whoever marches towards the enemy without retreat and dies enters Jannah. So the Sahabi said to the Rasul, Ya Rasulullah, can you say that again? Can you repeat it to me? He wanted to hear it again. So the Rasul said, whoever marches to the enemy without retreating and fights and dies goes to Jannah. He had in his hand a few dates, which we eat every night today. A few dates. And he looked at that and he threw them away. And he said, it is a long life that I have to eat these dates to be away from Jannah. To be away from Jannah. Because if you die, he goes to Jannah. He threw the dates away. He didn't wait. We don't want you to throw the dates away. We want you to put your money in a basket that you can find your Yawm al-Qiyamah. Who's number 4 for $5,000 inshallah? And the sisters too over there, mashallah. Yes, the sisters. My apologies. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave you a khutbah and said, tasaddaqna, donate. So can I have inshallah $5,000 inshallah? We need number 4 inshallah, from the sisters or brothers inshallah. There it is over there, mashallah. Takbir. أسأل الله تعالى أن يختم لنا ولك إن شاء الله الخير في هذه الدنيا وفي الآخرة، وأن يجعل خير أيامنا يوم نلقاه وخير وقفتنا بين يديه، وأن يخفف عنا الحساب، وأن يتجاوز عن سيئاتنا ولا يفضحنا يوم العرض عليه. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will ease our departure of this dunya and make the best days of our lives the day that we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You and us, inshallah. Who's number 5? And by the way, there was someone that would match your amount, so it's like you pay 10,000. Who's the last one? Who's number 5? Who's the final, inshallah? Who's number 5, inshallah? Barakallahu. Who wants to finish the 5? Sisters over there, you can raise your hand, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise you in the levels of Jannah. Let me tell you about Jannah. How many of you would want to go to Jannah by raise of hands? Only the few. The majority don't want to go. MashaAllah. Let me ask again. How many of you would want to go to Jannah, inshallah? Okay, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but Jannah is 7 levels. Oh, there's 2 Jannahs. In Jannah, there's 7 levels, right? In the hadith, between each level and the other level is a distance of 500 years. And each layer is 500 years. So the layer between the second level and the first level is 500 years. And the distance between them is 500 years. So how many years is that? 1,000 years. Between one level to the other. Because the distance, the empty space, then the layer, that's 1,000 years. To the second one, that's another 1,000 and another 1,000. That's just the levels of Jannah. And when the Rasul said to Aisha Laylat al-Qadr what she should ask, he said, Is'alillah al-Firdaus al-A'la. Ask Allah Ta'ala the Firdaus al-A'la, or as he said to his uncle Al-Abbas. So who's number 5, inshallah? To go up the level, that might be 1,000 years difference. Who's number 5, inshallah? Sisters, who's number 5, inshallah? Can I have number 5? Last one, inshallah. Barakallah feekum. We make Allah Ta'ala enrich you from halal and prevent the haram from coming towards you, inshallah. To purify everything in your life, inshallah. Who's number 5? Go once. The last one, inshallah. We just need one more. I promise you I won't ask for 6. And Arkan al-Islam is 5. So the last one is Hajj. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow you to go to Hajj, inshallah, with Qari Abdul Wasif or Sheikh Shibli, inshallah. They both go with the same program. So who's number 5, inshallah? Going once. Sisters, inshallah. Going twice. One more. I have faith that it's in here, inshallah. I have faith it's in here. You know, last night I was an MC, and mashallah, they showed a beautiful evening, and you are as beautiful as they are, inshallah. So let us have that last one, inshallah. Going Going twice? Inshallah. Can I have two brothers that say $2,500 so I can count it as a gift? Who's the first $2,500? There's one over there. Who's number two, inshallah? Who's number two? $2,500. Can I have number two, inshallah? $2,500, inshallah. $2,500. If you give it installments, inshallah, we'll be accepted from you. Ya Rabbi ya Kareem. Ya Rabbi ya Kareem. Do you know if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives, there it is over there, mashallah, takbir. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives everyone their wishes, it will not equal what a needle takes out of an ocean if it's dipped into the ocean. Can you imagine a needle being dipped into the ocean and then taken out? What will it take out from the ocean? Nothing. And He has the keys of all treasure. So when you give, that He said, I will reimburse, it's special. And you're doing it for His house, so He can do it for your home. You understand that? He's doing it for Him, that you're doing this for His house, so He can protect your home. Who's the third, inshallah? $2,500. You need number three. Sister, I still need to see your hands, inshallah. Who's number three, inshallah? $2,500, inshallah. Can I have number three, inshallah? $2,500. $2,500. If you give it in 500, there it is over there. One of the sisters over there. Takbir. As'alullah ta'ala an yuslih laki zawjaki wa awladik, inshallah. Oh Allah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make your husband a righteous man, as well as your children, inshallah. Who's number four, inshallah? Number four, $2,500, inshallah. We make dua for you, inshallah. We make dua for you that He cures your illness and cures those of your family members and loved ones from their illness. So Rasul sallallahu says in the hadith, da'u mardakum bis-sadaqat. Cure those who are sick amongst you with sadaqah. Sadaqah is your health insurance, inshallah. It's a guaranteed health insurance. Can I have number four, inshallah? $2,500. Barakallah feek. I know some of you are waiting with 1,000. Surprise yourself. Believe. Let this day be special. You know, just last week, one of the ulama passed away. He did not even make it to Eid. Sheikh Umar al-Ashqar passed away.